If you watch the news, it's basically doom and gloom.
November building permits down. Worse than expected.
All right, one thing we know for certain is buying a house this year may be a lot harder than buying in 2022.
It's rough out there.
Not just the housing news, all of it. Let's face it, bad news sells.
It's rough out there.
But here's the news, no pun intended. I'm not interested in what sells. I'm interested in what's true. How about you? I just want to cut to the chase. Tell me what's actually happening. And another thing, if this is the second or third time that you've seen me, that's the universe telling you to subscribe and hit the bell. Okay, if you really want to know what's happening with the Florida builders, then stick around and watch this video. I'm going to go out and ask some tough questions. I'm actually going to see if I can get some of the builders reps to spill the beans. Now, there's no guarantee that they're going to go on camera and answer my questions, but I'm going to give it a good stab. I'm winging it. Let's just see what happens. Okay, so my first victim doesn't want to be on camera, and it's perfectly okay. You know, it's this guy. On to the next builder. Fun fact for you, it's January here in Florida, and unseasonably cold today. It's like 49. And I was forced to put on closed-toe shoes, which is not the norm for me. I'm at the next builder, and I've found a new victim that's willing to talk to me. And this one's actually willing to talk to me on camera as long as I block their face out. So here's the deal. I'm gonna take this little microphone, and we're gonna be passing it back and forth. Foot traffic. Tell me a little bit about the foot traffic. Have you seen a change in the foot traffic, let's say we'll say the last 6 months, more or less?
I would say the foot traffic has slowed a little bit, but because this is a 55 and over community, we are still getting buyers in, but it hasn't been as busy as it has been in previous months.
If you had to quantify it, like 10% less, 20% less?
I'd say maybe 10% less.
Oh, any cancellations?
None.
No cancellations?
None.
Okay. Let's talk about pricing.
Right now, we just are rolling out some new promos and incentives because with the supply chain, we wanted to get ahead and keep making some spec homes so that we had ready to go inventory. And now we have some inventory that's ready to be sold. But because our traffic has gone down a little bit, we're finding that we don't want to be sitting on homes that are completed. So I have a couple of completed homes that we are slashing prices on just to get them out the door.
Slashing prices and any closing costs? Is there any, besides the price reduction, like 20,000 off, 30,000 off?
We're giving thousands off. Either that they can use flexible, so they can use it to buy down an interest rate if they're not paying cash. They can use it towards closing costs. They can use it towards the purchase price. It's flexible. So first time I've seen this, which is amazing. Like $30,000.
That's strong.
That's really strong.
And delivery time on a home, if it's not a spec home, if a customer wanted to build something, how long does it take to build?
It'll take about 8 months to build from scratch.
So at that builder location, throwing around some very strong money. Obviously, they're feeling market changes, and they've only sold 25% of the community, have quite a few homes more to sell, and with the market softening, they are throwing around some good money. Not like the other place that I was earlier. They're not throwing around any money. Some communities have a captive audience. A lot of people want their product, want their community and their amenities, and if you're lucky enough to be that builder and have that type of product, kudos to you. Okay, I'm at my next location. If we had to quantify foot traffic in your sales center now, from now compared to like 6 months ago, a year ago, how's the foot traffic changed?
It's starting to pick up a little bit. It actually is doing better than it was last year.
Okay, so you haven't had a slowdown. You didn't get a slow.
We were slow in December, and I think that was mostly because of the holidays. But this month we're picking up.
Okay. Anybody under contract at this location that canceled? You have any cancellations due to the market?
None.
No, nobody's canceled.
Nobody's canceled.
Have you seen a difference in people paying cash versus financing based upon the rates that have increased in the market?
Generally, we have mostly cash buyers. But with our incentives, people are applying for a mortgage that don't want to throw all their money into one
Now,
area.
yeah, I know when you guys first broke ground, you didn't have incentives, but now you do.
Yes. Yeah, well, now we do, because we didn't pay money toward closing costs if you were cash before, and now we do. With our loans in the smaller homes, we're doing $30,000 towards their closing costs, which their closing costs won't always cover all that, so it could prepay HOA fees, anything that would be a closing fee. For the mid-size ones, we have $35,000 toward their options and $35,000 towards closing costs. And then in the larger ones, it's $45,000 towards their closing costs.
So very strong.
Very much so.
And the prices have also been reduced some?
In the smaller homes and the larger homes, yes, but the mid-size have stayed the same.
The prices?
The mid-size, we've not had any issues selling at all. People like that mid-size home. So the smaller homes have gone down 30 and the larger homes have gone down 40 price-wise.
So last year you weren't doing these incentives, this year you are, and you think that's due because the market's slowing some?
The market changed, and the market changed because of the interest rate. So yeah, that's why we did the incentives.
Has it changed your build time? What is your build time now, and what was it initially?
Initially, we weren't sure because we opened during the pandemic. So it was about 12 months to 18 months, and now it's just about 12 months, maybe a little less than that, but.
And you have how much more of your, what do you have, about 25% of your community sold, if you would say?
About, yeah, because we're just finishing our first phase, and we've opened our second phase, and there's a total of 4. So we should be here about 5 years.
Okay.
Now, if you're watching this video, maybe you're kicking around the idea of moving to Florida, possibly building a new home down here. Who knows? You could be going, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Then you might scream. Okay, I'm going to say you're somebody interested in possibly moving to Florida. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stressed about all the things that you're seeing on the news and you're wondering what to do. So, this video is not designed to change your mind one way or the other. It's just to let you know what's happening. Don't worry. If you're feeling stressed, it means you're just normal. And normality is a scarcity these days, so thank you for that. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. And of course, watch these next upcoming videos. Take care.